I'm Ben Fogle, and over the next few weeks, I'm going to live with different people who inhabit some of the most remote locations on Earth.
Just so hot here. Unbelievable. It's lie in bed at night, just sweating.
From the jungle islands of Laos to the remote Australian outback, the mountain forests of Tennessee, and the vast Pacific Ocean.
He's armed.
Who are the people who have the guts to escape forever?
I just always felt a little bit like a slave. You can't do this, you can't do that.
I've never liked being told what to do.
Is it daring or just downright crazy?
I think anyone who says hasn't been scared at sea is a fool or a liar.
I want to discover the reality behind giving up the rat race.
What's the longest you've gone without washing?
I think probably a month. And that was a god-awful smell.
As I find out why people build new lives in the wild.
You know, all I understood was how to use a mobile phone. For here, pointless.
Today, I'm in the Appalachian Mountains. At almost 2,000 miles long, it's one of the most rugged and challenging environments in the United States. I'll be staying with Justin Burke, a 25-year-old who lives alone in the woods.
Pretty cold outside. That cold.
I'll discover why, at the age of just 18, he decided to give up a comfortable existence for a punishing life in the wild.
I'm not like anyone else in the family. I've always been different, I don't know why.
And how this lone wolf's obsession with the past
I love this. This is my favorite thing in the world.
could force him into some tough decisions in the future.
I definitely won't be in a suit and tie in a big office building, typing, crunching numbers, I'll tell you that.
My journey begins almost 4,000 miles from the UK, in Knoxville, Tennessee. From there, it's a 2-hour drive north towards Hancock County, whose small population has dwindled in recent years. The further I drive, the more I get the impression that this is not an area many people visit.
It's quite a creepy place. Lots of abandoned, derelict buildings everywhere you look. And lots of signs saying, private, keep out. Look at this one here. It's like a horror film set. Gives me the shivers. Both the road and the weather's getting worse the higher I go.
I haven't seen any signs of life for miles. And it's not long before I can't go any further.
So this is where the road ends. Justin? I don't even know where he's going to be coming from. He's armed. Oh my God. That's really unnerving. Justin?
See, you found the place.
Well, just. It's always a bit unnerving for an Englishman when you meet someone with a gun. How are you?
I'm doing
nice
just
to meet
fine.
you.
Nice to meet you. Well, you're quite colorful.
I know. Well, I know. I'm not going to blend in too much. I might stand out a bit too much out here.
Well, you want to head to the house?
I'd love to.
All right.
Is it this way?
Yeah, we got to go this way.
25-year-old Justin Burke grew up in the city of Morristown, Tennessee. While other children enjoyed playing computer games, Justin would often be found exploring the woods. As he got older, Justin became interested in learning skills and techniques from the past and started to reject his comfortable suburban lifestyle. After constantly being told to fall in line at home and at school, Justin decided to leave it all behind and, at the age of 18, headed into the wild by himself. With his savings, he bought a teepee and began living a self-sufficient lifestyle. Still not content, he embarked on a grueling 2,000-mile trek across the Appalachian Mountains. When he returned, he refurbished a disused cabin on woodland owned by his grandparents, and he's been here ever since.
Look at this, Justin. Oh, wow.
The cabin's 12 years old and has a tin roof and plastic windows. A temperamental hand-pumped well provides Justin's water.
Wow. Oh, it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Wood-burning stove.
Yeah, wood-burning stove.
Obviously, your heating is from the wood. I'm assuming there's no electricity here.
No, not a drop.
So you
Not
just
a
use
drop.
these, do you use these lanterns?
Yeah, this is not a great spot for a cabin. I'm on the north side of the mountain, so I don't get a lot of sunlight in the winter.
There are old axes and tools everywhere.
Can I?
Yeah, that's, if you drop that, you'll lose your foot.
Yeah, look at that. It's a thing of beauty, though. It was sharp as well.
Yeah, and that was made in 1860-something in Cleveland, Ohio.
Wow.
And I saved it from somebody's wall that was just going to look at it for eternity, and now I put it to use.
Do you use it?
Oh, yeah, quite a bit.
Justin sleeps in a neighbouring room which has a handmade bunk bed.
So I'm assuming that's where I'm going. I'm on top, am I?
Actually, that's your bed.
Oh, this is my bed?
Yep.
On the floor in here? or-
No, we got to put it together, and I think we should probably get to that, actually.
Looks like there's no warm cabin for me tonight. But before we assemble my home, there's an important feature that Justin wants to show me.
This is where you do your business.
Oh, what, this is the loo?
Yes, yeah.
So you just got a hole?
Yeah, just a hole. There's a couple ways to go about it.
Yeah.
There's the traditional squat.
Yeah. That's the one I favour.
Yeah, you've got the traditional tree hugger. And then this one's nice sometimes, the reverse tree hugger.
And you even have a little modesty screen there to preserve your backside.
We've been walking through the woods for a while now. I'm beginning to wonder if Justin doesn't like company, or maybe he doesn't want company.
So why have you chosen to put me down here, like even out of sight of your cabin? Why can't I be in your bunk bed?
You've got to have the whole experience. You've got to have the nature, the ground, the birds, the wild animals coming up to see what you're doing out here, and you won't have that experience if I put you next to my cabin.
Justin bought this teepee in 2007 for $4,000, using money he'd saved from selling furs while still studying at school. He's assembled it countless times before, and it seems, without much help.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch. I'm not going to touch.
Actually, I could use your help.
Yeah, I'll go.
Push that pole.
Push this one.
Now we've got it.
There we go. We've got our tripod. So this is the base.
Yeah.
Justin, are you a perfectionist?
If I don't set this up right, you're going to be cold, or if it rains, you're going to be wet. Put it in the notch.
Oh, look at this.
And we're going to meet right here. There, perfect. Not too much.
I've been camping plenty of times, but I've never stayed in anything like this.
It's huge. I mean, this is absolutely vast, this space.
Teepees were used for centuries by Native Americans who migrated across the plains. Originally made from buffalo skins, they were a compact, sturdy, and mobile home.
I could see why they loved them. I mean, you're on the ground, you feel the ground, you can smell the ground, the air, the dirt, and the great thing about it is it's a circle. The water cycle and life cycle is circular. It's just a connection with nature. And it's just recently that we built square houses and square rooms and sit in your square desk in your square cubicle and look at a square screen, and then you come home and you sleep in your square bed all over again.
You really don't like squares, do you?
Nah.
I think back to myself when I was 25, and it's a natural trait to have a slight arrogance. I think you know what you know. And I think if you amplify that with the lifestyle that he's got and how few other 25-year-olds do it, there's definitely a kind of a slight assurance in who he is and what he does.
So what do you think? Happy?
Yeah, I think it turned out great, and I think you'll have a wonderful time.
With the temperature well below freezing, Justin wants to ensure I have a fire tonight. And he's going to make it the old-fashioned way.
So the idea is to spin the wood, create friction, and that friction then creates a little, what do you call it, a coal, an ember?
Yeah, all of those, yeah, whatever you want to call it, but just flip it. And now it needs, I put a hot coal in a cold bundle. And I need to coax it into life.
Yep. Oh, look at that. Oh, look, it's like you're like a magician. You know what's so impressive about this as well is it's so damp. Everything is so damp, and yet you have made fire.
Mm-hmm.
So how important are these skills out here?
Is this just for fun? Does this give you a kick, or do you think this is a genuinely important skill to have out here?
It's of utmost importance when I think it didn't hurt for everyone to know it. If you don't have a basis in primitive skills and technology, you're relying on gear, and gear breaks. I've got a lighter in my pocket, but I tell you what, it might have fell out, and if you only know how to use a lighter, you won't have a fire.
With Justin back in his warm cabin, I settle down for a night in the woods. But it's not long before my fire goes out, and I'm awake thanks to the freezing temperature.
-6 degrees in here. And I'm in the middle of a pretty creepy woods, if I'm to be honest. Ooh. Something tells me I'm going to wake up quite a lot tonight. Ooh.
Coming up, I become Justin's apprentice.
No, we're not going to have you hit. You're going to break my anvil. I need you to step over just a little bit.
And sample the local brew.
I'll put hairs on your chest.
Corn liquor, Mountain Dew, moonshine.
I'm deep in the Appalachian Mountains, staying with 25-year-old Justin Burke. It's my first morning in my teepee, and I haven't had a good night's sleep.
Morning. Well, I was pretty cold last night. That cold. I don't think I would have wanted to do this as a lifestyle when I was 18. Sleeping on the leaf litter in -6 or -7. It's not exactly rock and roll, is it?
Justin usually gets his water from a well, but the hand pump is in need of maintenance and has become unreliable. Despite the low temperature, we're off to find an alternative source.
So what is this over here?
This is an old spring, and it's kind of filled in with sediment and soot, and you can see it just bubbling out of the mountainside. And what I want to do is kind of get a hole big enough to put a bucket in to get some good drinking water.
At such a young age, Justin has a distinct advantage over those who might choose this lifestyle in their later years.
I suppose it's things like this, the more physical work that you've got, where youth is on your side.
It's nice to be young and fit and have a lot going for my future, but it can be a little bit of a problem. Sometimes people don't take you so seriously when you're young.
Yeah? Well, you're just a kid, you haven't got the experience.
Yeah, no, some people will view you as a lesser, or you don't know what you're talking about. I don't like it when people can judge so harshly like that, you know?
Does it annoy you?
A little, but if I had an opinion about that, I would be judging them, which is what I don't want them to do me, so.
If this is the effort Justin needs to go to for drinking water, I'm curious to know what he does for bathing.
Do you wash?
Yeah.
Can you wash? Where? I haven't seen.
I'd put a hot pot of water over the fire, get it boiling hot, and then mix it with an equal amount of cold. It makes warm water, and then real quick.
How often might you bathe?
Well, it just depends. If I don't plan on going anywhere, I'm fine for weeks.
What's the longest you've gone without washing?
Oh, I think probably a month. And that was a god-awful smell.
Could you even smell yourself?
Yeah, it got to the point where it quit becoming a natural nature smell, and it was just like, even animals lick their asshole, you know, and clean that up.
Justin will have to leave it a few days to allow the sediment to settle. Not many 25-year-olds in America dig holes in the mud to collect their own water. I'm intrigued to find out what made Justin want to live such a primitive lifestyle.
I've never liked being told what to do. I couldn't be in the Army, I'll tell you that. Or it's not me. I can't work for somebody. I can't be told what to do. And all through your childhood, you're told what to do. You're told what's best for you. And in school, you have to do this. You have to do it this way. And then when you get done with school, you get to do it all over again in college. And then you get to go get your job. And then you have a boss that tells you what to do. And I think I didn't know how to responsibly control and handle all those emotions. So it's like fight or flight. And I just said, I got to get out of here. See ya.
What did your parents think?
At first, they were kind of just 100% no. You can't do this. You can't make it. You're crazy. Why aren't just UPS is hiring, go get you a job, they got benefits. I was going to drive myself into a hole to prove a point, whatever end happened. And lucky it kind of worked out a little bit.
But are you saying then that this came about purely because you wanted to rebel and do the complete opposite of what they wanted?
Yeah, I've been interested in primitive skills for a long time. And so it was like the perfect out. But it also, even though it was tough for me, there's only one way to learn this stuff. You can read it all day long in a book until you try it. It's totally different. And so I had to have some out. I had to try it. I had to start. You have to start.
And since making that start, Justin has continued to develop his skill set even further. As a result, he's become a gifted blacksmith, and he's taking me to see his workshop in a nearby disused shelter.
This is where it happens.
Here, Justin makes a range of hand-forged items, which he then sells on the internet.
I'm effectively in your workplace now. This is your job, is it?
Yes, this is where I create and make the tools that I need here, and also the tools and things that I sell to other people and get a little bit of income.
So a lot of people have this dream, don't they, to be completely self-sufficient, to completely leave the monetary world, sever all those ties. Do you think that's an achievable goal for people?
Depends on where you live, but in America it's about impossible. Like I have a truck. Someone's got to pay the insurance on that. You know, I got to pay mandatory health insurance, which is, you know, I got bills. And I'm a realist, and reality is I got to have some money. So I told myself, if I've got to have money, I'm going to do it the way I want to do it, which is blacksmithing, which is what I just love to do.
As well as bills, Justin also needs essential supplies such as dried food from town. Despite living on his grandparents' land rent-free, his outgoings are about $8,000 a year.
So we've got a little cave in here to work with.
Is that what you want?
For right now, it's perfect.
Justin wants to make a tomahawk, and I'm going to be his apprentice for the day. Heating the metal to 1,000 degrees, we're going to hammer it into shape.
So you're going to be striking for me.
Yep.
and there's none of this stuff gonna happen.
Yep.
Just nice blows.
Whoa, look at that.
All right, Ben.
Yep.
Now I'll go first.
Yep.
2 hands.
Oh, 2 hands, yeah.
Yeah. Get closer. You're scared of it. Get real close. I'll go. Hit it. Stop. Try that just cold real quick. You're still kind of like you're trying to push it.
Yeah.
It's more like a snap of the wrist.
Okay.
That's better. That's a good hit.
Like that?
Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking for.
Okay.
So you're still kind of like.
Okay. Okay, but I think I've got more control over it like that. I'll try.
Okay, if that's what you think, that's all we needed. Now your hammer's in my way. No, we're not going to have you hit. You're going to break my anvil. You actually kind of like, I need you to step over just a little bit.
That's got to be the shortest blacksmithing career ever.
I've seen it many times before. He knows his stuff so well. He's such a natural. He's so gifted that actually I think he probably finds it a bit frustrating when someone like me comes along and just hammers willy-nilly. I mean, how many times have I met, you know, wild men around the world who have criticised me on my hammering technique? I don't know if there's a trend there, but I think when you live this life, you become so accustomed to doing it your way. And he obviously loves what he does. He loves his lifestyle.
Look at that. That's so satisfying.
Starting to look like an axe, isn't it?
It is.
Justin works 2 to 3 days a week and earns about $200 for each axe he makes. He adds the finishing touches, and we're done. I'm blown away by his skills.
Wow. That is beautiful. Made even more beautiful because I know now the work that goes into that. Don't mess with me. Oh!
I think a lot of people have these purist ideas, moving to the woods, just living by the land, living a really organic, natural life, completely cut off from the material world out there. But Justin, he's a realist. And personally, I think that's a very honest approach to life. I think if I ever did this, I would also straddle both worlds.
As the evening draws in, our small window of sun disappears and the weather takes a turn for the worse. With temperatures dropping rapidly, we try to stay warm and collect some firewood.
You're handy to have around, Ben.
Well, you know, I need to earn my keep. When the weather's like this, which by your own admission is quite dangerous because it's just on that boundary of being wet but freezing cold, do you ever get a bit low? Have you ever broken down?
A couple times.
What happened?
Well, it's actually, most of the time I just go to sleep, and tomorrow I think differently about it. One time I broke down, I stayed 3 nights over and over, just waiting for the next day to have a different opinion, and it just lingered.
I get the impression, though, Justin, you would still never swap this for the city.
When I do go into town, I have trouble sometimes. I tend to have a little episode when too many lights or movement all of a sudden happen, or I get confined, like if I'm in the grocery store and all of a sudden there's 3 people are getting something beside me, I just feel trapped, and I kind of have a little fight or flight moment, and it really bothers me to go into town. But I have to do it sometimes, so.
I'm beginning to understand why Justin chose to live here. When surrounded by the tranquility of the woods and all it provides, the troubling commotion of the outside world must seem a long way away. And for Justin, it's that peace and quiet that's most appealing.
Do you like to relax?
I think people today come home from working all day and then they're constantly doing laundry and writing emails and their social media and just they can't just sit down and do this.
Zone out almost.
Huh?
Zone out, like
Yeah, just nothing. Nothing.
With the wood burner roaring, I'm only too aware that I'll be staying in a freezing teepee again tonight. But Justin has something that might make it a bit more manageable.
And that ought to help keep you a little warm.
Yeah?
This evening.
I'll put hairs on your chest. We'll take them off. Well, that's like neat alcohol. That's like pure.
Yeah, it's
What's it made from?
corn liquor, Mountain Dew, moonshine.
I feel like I've got like flames coming out of my mouth. I feel like a dinosaur.
Slowly creep down, and then it will hit your stomach, and then you'll go.
Shall I down it?
You'll be down on the floor if you down it.
Perfect, and then I get to sleep in here. I don't even have to sleep in the teepee.
Coming up, I try my hand at some brain surgery.
I don't want to see chunks. I want it to be mush.
And Justin treats me to an Appalachian delicacy.
To be honest, it smells like dog food. It's even got the jelly.
Yeah.
For the past few days, I've been staying with Justin Burke, a 25-year-old Tennessee native who, at the age of 18, gave up a comfortable lifestyle to live alone in the woods. After the long walk up from my teepee, I find Justin preparing something unusual.
A friend of mine down the road keeps his deer hides for me.
Yeah.
And he just needed some more freezer space, so he dropped that off at the end of the road this morning.
What the hell is that? A brain?
That's the secret ingredient.
Oh my God.
Justin wants to use the oils from the brain to help turn the skin into a soft, washable leather. It's a process known as tanning, and this method has been used for centuries.
Comes right off.
Is this another self-taught skill, or did someone show you?
This one is like the most self-taught skill of my 8th grade history teacher. All I heard was him saying in class that Indians used to smear brains on the skins and tug on them to make leather. And I was like, what? That's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life. So that's the only information I had. So I got some deer hide and I got some brains. And when I went to put them together, there's a lot of missing information. And so 20 hides later of rotten, stiff holes ripped through them, rotten, stinky brains, somehow one little blip of the skin came out soft. And I was like, that's it, I've got it.
Once you've tanned this skin or preserved it, what are you going to do with it?
Well, I like to wear it. I got clothes I make from it. I got t-shirts and pants and moccasins and bags and, you know.
Underwear?
Use it. I haven't made underwear yet, but I do have a loincloth.
You have a loincloth?
Yes,
While Justin carries on with the hide, I'm given a grimmer task.
Nice. Ugh.
You got to get the oil out of it, and the finer we chop it up,
Yeah?
the more oil we get. This isn't brain surgery, Ben. Hurry up.
Okay, we're pretty much done, I think.
No.
No.
Fine.
Fine.
I don't want to see chunks. I want it to be mush.
You want it to be... Okay.
Just that's the way to do it right there.
I think we can safely say this is mush. Say yes.
I'm waiting. All right, that's pretty good.
The brain goes into the pot and is mixed with hot water.
Brain broth.
The freshly skinned hide is then added and left for several hours to soak up the oils.
Oh boy.
You're getting excited.
I love this. This is my favorite thing in the world.
It's pretty impressive. A 25-year-old that's so knowledgeable. it's almost he's younger than the experience that he has. It almost doesn't suit him, his real age compared to his wilderness age and the knowledge that he has.
Justin's been a keen hunter since he was a teenager, and he now shoots and traps most of his own food. As a result, he has several guns which need regular checks to ensure that they're all in working order, a job which he seems to relish.
Mental note not to get on the wrong side of you.
With the guns tested, we head out to catch some dinner. On the menu tonight, squirrel. So long as I don't scare them all away.
We're not going to get any food with you wearing that, so you might ought to put that on.
I'm really offended. You don't like my blue jacket. Okay.
Now that you can't see me, we take up position and wait for our prey.
Zip up my jacket. Now we just stay quiet.
One hour later, and there's still no sign of our dinner.
I don't know, Ben. Not looking too good. I would expect to hear more noises, more activity, and it could be just not the right day.
Could it be the blue hood?
It very well could be the blue hood.
With the sun going down, we reluctantly call it a day.
Beaten by the squirrels.
They're crafty, I'll tell you that.
Having not eaten today, with our stomachs grumbling, I'm relieved to hear that Justin has a plan B for dinner.
So this is almost your emergency ration. This is what you keep.
Basically, I don't have a refrigerator, and that way I can put the whole deer in jars, and then it never goes. It won't
So
go bad.
pickled? Is it kind of pickled?
No, it's. I mean, it will go bad eventually,
Yeah.
but for the next year or two or three, it's cooked, ready to eat, and it doesn't need refrigeration.
This is deer 14, it says.
Yeah, this is from this past season.
Yeah. So this is highly technical. The deer goes from the jar into the pan.
Yep, and you know what? And it's just to heat it up. You could eat this cold. This is like going to be the best
smell it?
stew you've ever had.
Can I be honest? It smells like dog food.
Yeah. Well, dog food's in a can too.
Yeah. Oh. Do you know what? I'm almost salivating like a dog. It's even got the jelly.
Yeah.
For you, is eating just merely the routine of refueling yourself?
Yeah, I like eating, but meat on a stick is fine for me. I don't have to have some big charade of a 5-course meal. I don't need dessert. I don't eat breakfast. It's just my personal thing.
Have you experienced hunger?
Yeah.
Proper hunger where you were genuinely worried about where you were going to get your food?
I did it. I went a couple days with absolutely nothing. And then going hungry sometimes makes you a better shot when you got something in front of you and it's you or him.
I'll try a little piece then.
Oh, yeah, okay. You can have some.
Yeah, oh, you're teasing me now. Oh, that is delicious. I don't know if it's having gone for a little bit without food, but that is...
The pure...
I'm sorry I even
the wild
equated it to
taste.
dog food.
No, it does smell like dog food when you
No.
open it.
It does, it tastes wild.
Yeah, it's just pure wild.
Hello.
Coming up, I'm shocked to find out Justin's in a relationship.
This is what happens when you don't have a kitchen.
I don't think it's asking too much.
Well, when you're dating someone like Justin, it is a little bit hard sometimes.
And Justin has some big decisions to make.
Like, I don't think there is, I have to go live in the city and to be with someone, or I have to be here to be alone.
Over the past week, I've been living deep in the Appalachian Mountains with 25-year-old Justin Burke. While Justin craves the solitude of the woods, I'm surprised to learn he's actually in a relationship. And this morning, his girlfriend Tori and both her dogs have made the 3-hour journey from North Carolina to visit.
Hey, hi there. You must be Tori.
I am Tori. You must be Ben.
I am. Very nice to meet you. How are you?
So nice to meet you too. Hi.
Hello. Very nice to...
Hi, sweetie.
You made it.
Billy out here.
Tori and Justin have been in a relationship for 6 months, and they see each other about once a fortnight.
Have you been here in the summer?
No, I haven't. But spring is really nice in the mountains, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like here when it's a little more alive.
Tori works as a manager at a farmer's market and recently bought her first house. Like Justin, she too has an interest in primitive skills and wants to brew up some mead for us to drink. We're off into the woods to find the root from a sassafras tree, which will give the drink its flavour.
Is that sassafras?
This is sassafras, and it's great because this tree is in dire condition. And it won't last.
How did you guys actually meet?
Well, we were actually introduced by a friend when Justin was living in his teepee, actually just a couple of miles from where I live, and a friend introduced us because we were both interested in tanning hides. And so we got together one day at Justin's teepee and tanned some hides, and we've been friends ever since.
Having spent a couple of days with Justin now, I can't really imagine him falling for anyone other than someone who could tan hides or make axes or...
Yeah, she's easy to please. On the way to see her one time, I picked up a big old roadkill deer and brought to her, and she's never been happier. We were out there in the cold.
Is that true?
It is true.
Covered in blood and dealing with this deer and cutting it up and getting the hide off of it and putting the meat away, and it was just, that was it.
I love that. Back in London where I am, you know, a bunch of flowers is usually enough. You got a dead deer.
A dead deer. Roadkill deer. I mean, what else could you want?
What a romantic gesture.
Nice.
Tori and Justin are incredibly suited. But as we prepare to make the mead, I'm reminded that Tori still lives in a townhouse with all the modern conveniences she needs.
This is what happens when you don't have a kitchen. You
Yeah.
use your shaving horse as your kitchen.
Is that one of the things you find hardest out here, not having a kitchen, not having a workspace?
Yeah, absolutely. Processing food is just like one of my favorite skills to practice. And so like not having a place to wash dishes and keep things is really hard.
We add various herbs and spices, as well as our sassafras root to the brew.
Oh, look at the
Oh,
colour.
it looks great, doesn't it?
With our mead brewing, I'm curious as to whether Tori could ever see herself living in the wild.
So if you were to ever move to this cabin, and I'm sure you must have discussed it at some stage, what would you really miss?
Well, the first two things that pop into my mind are definitely hot water and electricity. That is something that really makes cooking and preserving food and all of that so much easier. And I really think that it would be really hard to live without that at this point.
I don't think it's asking too much.
Well, when you're dating someone like Justin, it is a little bit hard sometimes.
Our mead will take 3 months to ferment.
Thank you.
But luckily, Tori has brought another batch for us to enjoy later. As my time in the Appalachians draws to a close, I now wonder if Justin ever sees himself leaving these woods.
I'm not wanting to push you, but if Tori did say, you know, it's a deal breaker, living here or moving out, do you think it's something that you could start afresh?
I would say if someone, no matter if it was her or anyone else, was so black and white on that important life decision, then they wouldn't be the one for me. If someone said it's all or nothing, then I would know that's not the right person. But I don't think it has to be so black and white. Like, I don't think there is, I have to go live in the city and to be with someone, or I have to be here to be alone. Like, I don't think it's quite that distinct. So I think a little gray area is nice, a little give and take, a little bit of both worlds, you know. And so I think there's a great hope for both of us to get what we need and be happy.
So if I come and visit you again in, let's put 20 years on it because you're so young. 20 years, have you got any idea what I'm going to find?
I don't know where I'm going to be. I definitely won't be in a suit and tie in a big office building typing, crunching numbers, I'll tell you that. I'll make a bet on that one.
I think I believe you.
Justin will have some tough decisions to make in the years to come, but for the moment, this mountain man is where he belongs. It's my last night, and Justin's invited a local musician to come and play for a night of time-honoured music and mead.
Look, can I have some? Yeah, I was going to ask. Oh, man. What's that? That is amazing. I find that actually quite emotional just hearing that out here.
Yeah?
Really?
Yeah, I do. I find music really emotive. It just really brings a place alive. It brings the colour and the life and the smiles and the happiness.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, it's the song of the hills out here. This is what people used to play, and just meet in the middle of the woods at a little cabin and play just probably half a mile from here. So just trying to keep something like that going, you know.
When I get into my cold teepee tonight, I'm going to have that music ringing in my ears, and you can't help but smile. It brings a smile to your face. It uplifts you, and I can see Justin in a different perspective, a different light. You know, with his girlfriend, with one of his mates. You can kind of see how maybe if you're surrounded by this, it's pretty idyllic, isn't it? That beautiful music around a fire, good company. I know. Suddenly, I could live here.
Bright day return tonight, my love.
I think Justin's landed on his feet with Tori. But, you know, he's going to have to make a decision because she said, you know, there are certain things that she also wants. And I think like any relationship anywhere in the world, it's going to come down to compromise. Wow. Can I please raise the mead to Justin and to an extraordinary week here.
It's been nice having you. It's just in me to share, and I was happy to share a wonderful week with you.
Well, thank you.
My time in the Tennessee mountains has come to an end. I've had an intriguing glimpse into early American life, made all the more remarkable by the young man who's embraced these bygone traditions.
I'm pretty envious that he's already had this amazing experience and he's mid-20s or so. That's a pretty amazing thing to have on your belt. Even if he did have to walk out of here and give it all up, what an amazing experience he's had. I think one of the things I'll really take away from here is something that I've always felt myself, that there's no better way to learn than through actual experience. You're not going to learn this in a classroom. You're not going to learn this at university. You're not going to learn this online. You have to come here and you have to put that teepee up and you have to get cold and you have to get hungry and you have to learn the hard way. And that's what Justin's done.
Tori, thank you so much.
Oh,
really nice to meet you.
You're so welcome.
Justin, thank you so much. I've got my tomahawk, which means every time I chop wood, every time I do something wrong with it, every time I've got a bad hit, I'm going to think of you.
Me too.
Yeah, exactly. Practice, eh? Listen, thank you so much, guys. Look after yourselves. Bye.
Next time,
Permission to come aboard?
I'll be travelling to French Polynesia in the South Pacific
Feels good.
to live with a fellow Brit who gave it all up to become a sea gypsy
We got one.
That's where I wanted to be, a little speck on the ocean.
and found the love of his life on the 7 seas.
He's my hero.
joining him to live at the mercy of the elements.
A bit scary, to be honest.
Thousands of miles from land.
And Ben joins their new life in the wild on the water next Monday at 9. Next tonight, under the dome, locals are becoming more unstable by the day, and behind bars, there's only so much Big Jim can do. The new season continues after the break.